It's Almighty Den. So if you want in on that VC, be sure to like the video, and I got y'all. But welcome to the video, man. Today I finna show y'all something I haven't really showed y'all before all the way through. I finna show y'all how to get the most VC out of the VC glitch you could possibly get. Now peep this out. It's very similar to the batch glitch and whatnot, but as you can see, when you start off, you get 500 VC when you create a new mod player. I finna show you how to get even more VC than that, right? Instead of going in there and playing the My Play Nation game, wasting your time, not really wasting your time, you can play your game, get your badges or whatnot. But if you going for VC strictly, just go ahead and sim to the end of the season. Now let me explain to y'all what's going on so y'all can stick with me. By simming to the end of the season and joining a non-playoff team, meaning go to a team that's not going to go to the playoffs if you create a new mod player, so you don't have to sim through the playoffs, right? Okay, once you get to the end of the season, you can renegotiate a new contract with a new team that has a My Play Nation game that day. Doing so will be able to increase the amount of VC you get by playing your game, therefore maximizing the time you'll be spending trying to get VC, in which you can keep playing My Play Nation games back to back as well all day long as you want to, getting a very good amount of VC. Now I'm finna show you how to negotiate that and how much y'all could get on a brand new mod player playing no game, 60 overall, no stats, straight VC account. And I'm going to show y'all how to keep repeating it over and over and over again so y'all can pretty much do this glitch and y'all can go crazy. This is the best way to get VC right now that I have found, especially for new mod players. Now, if you already have a main mod player that's getting more VC than a new mod player, just do it on your main mod player, because you can keep repeating My Play Nation games over and over and over again, and it's not going to stop the grind at all. Now, at the same time, this is the badge glitch. You can use this for badges if you want to work on your badges as well. So it's whatever you want to focus on. If you want to focus on both, work on both. But if you want to focus on VC, this is the primary focus on this video, so y'all can run it up. I know a lot of y'all need VC right now. I know a lot of y'all in the house creating new mod players. Y'all bored, man. Y'all bored. Y'all quarantined in. Y'all want to go outside and do stuff, but you're stuck in the house. I know how it is out here. You know, I'm looking out for y'all right now. That's really what it is. I'm looking out for the guys, the girls, whatever, you know, whoever out here on the game right now. I don't care who it is, what it is, how it's going. Now, when this message pops up, you want to close the app. When they give you the option to enter free agency or resign with team, close the app. Important step right there. After you sim the game, that's pretty much step number 2. Step number 2. Now, step number 3, load the game back up. Once you load the game back up, you'll be put at that same menu, that same screen. So once you select your mod player and you load back in or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to skip some of the loading screens. We're not finna watch all those because I don't want the video to be extremely long off a loading screen. So as you can see, welcome to the NBA 2021 season, and you want to enter free agency. That's the next thing you want to do. Now, it's critical to know that you go to a team that has a My Play Nation game that day, because you don't want to mess this up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to save you time. Now, I'm going to go to the Lakers because, for one, I like the Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan. And for 2, they're offering me a good amount of VC. Now, it doesn't matter how much VC you offer. You can still get around the same amount for every team. But I'm going to try to go for the max. So I'll try to go for 800. They're going to keep easing it up more and more. Now, I could have tried to go a little bit higher. Maybe try 850 and see if they would have came up more my way. But this is just what I attempted today. And they gave me around 785, 790. And you can get a little more. Maybe you can definitely get a little more than that if you try. Maybe try some other teams or whatnot. Or even if you try that team as well, you might can get like 790, 800 VC. Now, starting off at the beginning of the video, you noticed that you only get 500 VC. But this is also double. It's also double. So you're getting an extra about 600, pretty much extra 600 VC for doing absolutely nothing. That's the best thing about it. It's a 60 overall, no stats, and you getting a good VC contract right here. Now, when you get in the game, if you want to get out quick as possible, is 2 things to remember. 2 things you need to remember. You need to be in a game at least 6 minutes, not 5 minutes. If you play only 5 minutes in a game, they will take you. If you foul out, you will not get any VC. You need to be in the game at least 6 minutes, right? So what I like to do now, my best approach for this is I like to foul out, of course, but I like to have about 4 fouls until I get about 5 minutes. So when I get about 5 minutes and it hits 6 minutes, go ahead and get your next 2 fouls and foul out. The only reason I say that is because making this video prior, I had about 5 fouls, and it was about 5 minutes left, and I contested a shot and I got a foul, and I pretty much wasted my time and didn't get any VC for that because my player fouled out under 6 minutes, and therefore if it's under 6 minutes, you don't get any VC. It doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds. It doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes, 45 seconds. It doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes and 59 seconds. If you foul out before 6 minutes, you will not be getting any VC. So as you can see here, my player already has 5 fouls. Now to check the time that you're in the game, all you have to do is pause the game and look on the right hand side, and it's gonna show you how long you've been in the game, how many fouls you have. You know, all your stats gonna be right there dictating whenever you can get your last foul and foul out of the game so you can get your VC. Now I'm not gonna cap, I'm not gonna hold y'all. This is a very solid amount of VC to only be in the game for 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? To only be in the game 6 minutes, you're getting a very solid amount of VC, especially since you play in My Player Nation, the VC doubles. So you're going to be getting close to about 2,000 VC. Also depends on your stats, your teammate grade, and all that. Now, if you can keep a solid teammate grade, I know we're fouling out, and I'm not really trying to score or whatnot, but if you got some method to get a better teammate grade, that'll definitely add to your VC. If you can get some solid stats, that'll definitely add to your VC. All that type of stuff is going to add to your VC, because I know if you're watching this video and you sticking with me, that I know how important it is to get that VC. Now, at this point in the game, I think I've been in about 6 minutes. But like I said, I always just pause to check to make sure. And I pretty much already have, so I know for a fact that I'm at 6 minutes. I foul out, get my last foul, and then you're going to let the game sit out from there. It's that simple. Now, I'm going to do my part for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this for y'all, so y'all ain't got to just sit here and watch this the whole thing. But I want y'all to know, no sips, that this is definitely the way. This is definitely the best method to stack your VC as fast as possible on a game in NBA 2K20 right now. This is the best way to do it. I'm not holding nothing back from y'all. I don't have nothing extra that I can think about right now. But as far as the amount of VC you can get from this is the best thing to do in NBA 2K20 at this point in time until something new is shown. Now, of course, if you really focus on getting VC, I would also focus on endorsements on your main My Players as well, because those endorsements definitely help when you get those 10,000 checks, 10,000 VC checks from Nike, from Gatorade, from Foot Locker. Though when those come out of nowhere, those hit differently, and those definitely stack your VC up a lot quicker along with this as well. Now, as you can see, my finishing badge went almost halfway up. I wasn't even trying. My points bar almost halfway up. I wasn't even trying. I got 1,746 VC. That's a good amount of VC for not even really playing the game. You know, I was just kind of fouling out and trying to just be on the court until the time limit was reached. And when the time limit was reached, I was out of the game. Now, the next part is very important. This is a very important step right here. Once you get to this advanced screen, you want to go to Manage Games and Add-ons and delete your save data on Xbox One. On PS4, you want to go to Application Save Data Management, upload to the cloud, or copy or overwrite your My Player file, but make sure it's the My Player file that you're getting the VC on, because I know some of y'all have lots of My Players. Hopefully y'all can distinguish the difference very easily on Xbox. It's super simple. Also, Xbox players, be sure to never delete from everywhere if you're doing this glitch, because that's just going to set you back a little bit. I'm not going to lie to y'all. You don't want to delete your My Players from all your Xboxes or from the cloud. That's pretty much what it's doing. If you delete from everywhere, you're deleting it from the cloud where you won't have it on no other Xboxes. You feel what I'm saying? Just delete from the console, and once you load your console back up, the stuff's going to be there appropriately because it's going to pull it from the cloud pretty much. Now, when you get back to when you load the game back up, you'll be able to pick a new team again, enter free agency. You can pick any team again that you want to pick, but don't go back to the don't resign with the team you just played with, of course. Go to a new team, go to another team that has another My Player Nation game that day. And like I told y'all, I started off with the Knicks on the very beginning, so I'm going to go back to the Knicks just to show y'all that you can pretty much do this in unlimited amount of time. So as you can see there, the Knicks offering 475 VC. The Lakers were offering more VC the first time, but y'all going to see that y'all can get a little bit more VC depending on how you negotiate it. It does not really matter. Always try to get the most possible. You know, don't ever try to show yourself short with VC. I don't care if it's 5, 10 VC. Over a period amount of games, it might add up. You know, especially when you're running low on VC and you need a couple more and you got to play an extra game. That type of stuff matters. But as you can see, I got 790 VC, almost 800 VC on a 60 overall player, no badges, no attribute upgrade, another My Player Nation game, double VC, double badge points. You can really run it up. And you can see all those percentage games right there. You can choose any of those teams to re-sign with. Any of them. So if you feel like you have a better matchup with one team, you can get more stats. Choose a team that you feel like has a better matchup and you can take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly the smartest way to do it. So you can get even some stats, maybe some badge progress if you really do want to play on that character at one point, one day. And you can go super crazy. Now, also, if you are going to make a character just to get VC on, it might be a good idea to actually make a player that you actually might want to play with in the future. Because me personally, I be making all these new My Players. I could have pretty much had some very solid badge progress with all the videos, all the VC I be getting on these players. Cause I have about almost 100,000 VC right now on my Player. Almost. It's close. It might be like 80s, upper 80s, close to 90. But that's how much VC I done stacked up pretty much just about showing y'all these videos and practicing it and making sure this works for y'all. But anyways, man. If y'all enjoyed this video, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all make sure you hit that sub button. Y'all turn the notifications on. Until next time, man. Denski out.